So I'm going to do something that most people don't see, and it's not going to matter because this message isn't going to reach anybody, but the fact of the matter is that it goes on record that somebody did say it. I, as an American, accept partial responsibility for what happened in Ukraine, and is currently kind of still going on, right? And I'll also, as an American, accept partial responsibility for what's happening in Gaza, as it was my warhawk politicians like Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, Mike Pence, and fucking others, who most definitely started this war and reaped millions of dollars from it. Okay? I'm not going to sit here and play around like they didn't want these people to come across the border and bring drugs and crime into our country. It's not like I'm going to sit there and pretend like 300,000 missing children is entirely Mexico and the drug cartel's fault. But I'm going to need the Mexican government to shut their mouths. Like, you know who runs your government. You know that you guys were allowing these people to bus fentanyl and cocaine and meth and heroin and all other sorts of drugs through your country for decades, all right? You know that the drug cartels are a bunch of sex traffickers and you know they're trafficking people through your country. So yeah, we're going to send them all back and we're going to take the money that you are perfectly content to take from us, right? And talk about Canada. Canada's been fucking over America in trades for how many years now? I'm glad that they folded because you know what? It's time you guys started negotiating, right? Into to Europe. Oh, Europe, the prissy, pish-posh people across the pond who know so much better. We're older countries than you. We're older, we know better, but you're still supporting the same kind of corrupt politicians that American politicians give money to. We send you guys billions of dollars a year and you don't even question it. Well, you started to recently, but I just want to say that you need to accept responsibility and say that maybe Parliament and all the other places around Europe are just as bad as we are because they're supporting the same kind of wokeist bullshit that is quite literally turning into a Fourth Reich. Yeah. The scariest thing I ever saw, and it's going to be remembered like this in history when everybody starts thinking about it and other people who are bigger than me and smarter than me put it in perspective, but it very much feels like the return of Nazism happening globally. We won't talk to you. We come to your movements to silence you and surround you and beat you if possible. We berate you. We don't argue with logic or fact, but we argue with emotion. And how dare you stand against us, those who decide, those who are the moral paragons of justice, who get to decide such things. Sounds exactly, quote-unquote, pound for pound, word for word like Nazism, right? And I'm willing to accept that reality, but is the rest of the world? Kind of just seems like they're willing to throw fingers around in America, but that's just me, a small guy who has not really much of a voice, and I wish you all a wonderful day.